Hello, I'm Ken with Be Green. Today I'm here to show you how to make foam. I have the lovely Rosy recording here with me today, and we're going to show you, like I said, how to make foam.
Great, thanks Ken. So can you tell me, as a newbie, why would anybody want to make foam by hand?
So VLM, very low moisture process, really works well, partially because of the foam. And you're going to use the foam in many circumstances to do around the edges by hand, so you don't bring your equipment close to the wall. You'll use it in areas where your equipment can't reach, and also on stairs, as well as upholstery.
Got it. Yeah, I was on site with Mark last week, and in between where the bed and the chest of drawers was just big enough for him to get his long-handled brush, just like the one that you've got there.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, how much water does it take? Like, how do I know how much of the cleaning solution to put in from a ratio perspective?
So it's the same mixture as you mix your normal solution with. Normally we would use about 2 gallons of water to 8 ounces of carpet sham.
What happens if somebody has really hard water?
Variables happen a little bit with making foam. Some water it's a little more difficult. Again, you just have to kind of learn to adjust to each particular environment. So what I have here is already some pre-mixed solution ready to make foam with it. Again, there's a mixture in here that was about 8 ounces of cleaning solution with approximately 2 gallons of water to begin with. The other solution was used to clean some rugs. So what's left in here is just for handwork, edging, upholstery, those kind of things. And then I'm going to need either a sponge or my long handle brush. The sponge works really nicely for making foam. I'm going to use it a lot of times on upholstery with the sponge and getting my foam right out of the bucket. And then doing around the edges by hand, I'm going to want to put a lot of foam in there so that I can move pretty quickly and get around all the edges. All right, so in order to get the foam, usually the easiest way to do it is just put your long handle brush between there and just agitate it. As you agitate it, you'll start to see the foam coming out and growing. Always be cautious not to get foam on someone's wood floor. If you do, make sure you wipe it up immediately. But you can see now I've whipped up some foam here and got it started. And you can see it's just dripping out lightly. The foam that I've just whipped up is excellent foam for doing around your baseboards by hand, as well as stairs and those places that are hard to get to.
So how exactly does foam work? Is this kind of like the foam when I'm lathering my hair?
Yeah, it's very similar. Foam surrounds the particle, whatever protein or fat it is, or oil. And then, it's the same as when you're washing your hair, you can kind of tell, oh, I need to repeat. That's why it says rinse and repeat. And that was because the solution wasn't strong enough for the amount of oil that was in your hair. And the same case goes, if you clean something with foam and it doesn't come clean, it's probably because you haven't used enough solution. And you may need to repeat with a stronger solution.
So now that you've mixed that batch of foam right there, how long is it good for? Like, can I wait a half an hour and make it at the beginning of my job, or?
No, it's going to fall out. The water will fall out of it relatively quick. The really dry foam is great for very delicate items that you might be cleaning on the upholstery side of things. And that's where the water has dropped out of it. But for the most part, the foam that you want to clean around your edges with, and you want to clean in between hard to get places, as well as normal upholstery cleaning, that foam, you need to use it within just a minute or two.
So the shelf life is about a minute for foam. Now,
yeah, I would say, it varies, minute to 2 minutes, somewhere around there. But then you got to make more.
Make more, or just remix it?
Just get back in there and mix it up again, and it'll start coming out the top again. And now it's carrying water, so it's not as dry. You can see the first is very dry. There's no water in that. But however, that I just made has water in it, and you can see it fell right off. So that with water in it is great for edging, and also in most upholstery cases and stairs.
Sounds good. Well, thanks, Ken.